Happy
What
Wednesday.
is
It's
you?
Wednesday, August 19th.
It's August 19th. Oh my God. Happy birthday, Corey Climus.
Happy birthday, KK.
KK!
Happy
Happy
birthday to you.
birthday!
Yeah, you got a birthday tomorrow, Jason. Happy
I
early
do.
birthday.
I do. We got a bunch of
You'll be
Leos
what,
that hang out
47?
in this window cleaning group. We got a bunch of home service industry professionals that kick ass and are Leos. What can I say?
Kick
Each
ass.
you're
Those
one of
dogs
them.
love. Yep. I got a brother
Yep.
who's born before me. He's a Leo as well, so bring on the Leos. But yeah, so it is Wednesday. We've got Matt Hayden as a guest this morning. Sent out the invite. He might be sleeping. He might be busy. I think he is in California, I think. So it is an awkward time zone. But yeah, we're just happy it's Wednesday. Half the week is here, or done with, or almost there. It's a good thing.
Yep.
What do you got planned for the day, Jason?
Wednesday the 19th. It's 5:35. I'm gonna drink some coffee. Billy's on the road. Um, we have a procurement office. I don't know, 75 piece commercial property. I don't know, some big, just squares, man. Squares, man. Lots of squares. One of our contracts hit us up,
Where?
and they wanted us to take care of. They're pressure washing a large awning over a building for whatever.
Large
So we
yawning.
got a little commercial
Yep.
property today, but it just so happens to be like 45 minutes to an hour out. So I think Billy's gonna probably take care of it himself. 75 panes is not a lot. Um, he averages probably between 40 and 50 an hour when it's commercial.
Yeah,
So
not bad.
yeah, no,
Done in
it's
no time.
yeah, in
How
and
are you
out.
cleaning the
He'll
awning?
somebody else power sprayed it, power washed it. It's a big ass metal
Cool.
structure. It's not like normally when I think awning, I would imagine like a fabric or like a
Yeah, that's
I
what I
don't
was
know.
thinking.
Yeah, it's not. It's a
This
big ass metal.
steel roof
Yeah,
building
steel
thing.
structure. Something like you would almost see at a parking garage or like an airport or something like that. It's
Gotcha.
for one of the
Metal
it's for
hanger
one of
thing.
the county's procurement offices. I'm not
Interesting.
even sure.
Good
I'm not
morning.
sure what they
Oh, sorry.
procure.
They procure things. Parking spots. Good morning, Jeremy. Good morning, John. Magdos. Good morning, Chris. Good morning, Ryan. Good morning, Ryan. Edward. Connor. Happy to be here today. It's Wednesday. That's a good thing.
It is
Better than Monday.
Wednesday.
Yeah. Yeah, Jake, we got no guest this morning. He hasn't checked in yet. He's in a bad time zone and such. So we're just going to shoot the shit for a while. Sorry about that. But I'm wearing my
Which
Clipper
one are
shirt.
you on? Oh, there you go.
I'm on, I think, the deeds page. I haven't gone full pro yet.
Morning,
Yeah, we're
everybody. I hope everybody's having a great week.
good morning,
Freedom
Damian, Nick,
Window.
Grace, Mike, Tyler. Good morning, guys. Thanks for checking in.
Yeah. Has anybody gotten their stuff together? I know Chris is going. I got to start doing laundry this weekend and pack all my gear. You leave really early Tuesday, right?
Ooh, yeah, I leave at like 5, arrive at 8 or something. So I'll be like, "Do." I think Orlando's the airport you absolutely can't walk out of without like trying to walk by an alligator swamp. It's like, yeah. Long story
I don't
short is when I get
remember.
there, I'll be,
I just jumped straight into an Uber. You busted last time, right?
I busted.
Down.
I waited for the 413. Yeah, I went and paid a bus, paid $1 or something, paid $1 and it went a bus. So I went down a couple miles down the road to Cracker Barrel. That's where I met with Tom. We hung out, played some chess, chilled for an hour or three till your happy self landed, Corey. It's all good. But this
We were
time there is no
some
Tom
crackers
and no
hanging out.
Winnebago. Yep, hanging out at the barrel. Good times. But
Yay.
yeah, it'll be a good time. The huge is like less than a week away. I mean, for me anyway, it's a new Tuesday, but everyone else pretty much Wednesday is the hard arrival. So I can't wait. Chris Eckstein will be there Tuesday late afternoon. Cool. We'll see you then.
Yeah,
This is
that's
another
about.
hot
I
day,
think
another hot summer.
I get there at like 6:30 or something. Little
It
late for my
happens.
liking, but when you travel from the west to the east coast, it's kind of hard to get there. The only other option for me, I think, that morning was maybe an hour earlier or the overnight red eye and land at like 6 a.m. And I didn't have it in me. I think I did that one other time. I did that when I did my trip to Florida, New York. I did the
Okay.
overnight and then I landed at like, I don't know, 5:30 or 6 because I landed in where the fuck did I land? I think I landed in Newark, New
Newark.
Jersey. Yeah, and then I drove the car. I rented a car and then drove the car. It was like another 90 miles up to Florida or down or fucking I don't know. I don't know
Left,
geography.
right, center. Needs a
Apple
map,
and
right?
Google
But
Apple and Google Maps are
you
fucking
got there
awesome though. You just punch in an address and go go go.
in 0.2 miles, merge left onto I-45. Like, thank you. Yeah. Can you
Yeah.
imagine? I mean, what did we do back in the day? Did we all have key maps? Did we just write
Actually,
down
so
what our
yeah,
aunt said on a
so
post-it note?
in the late 90s, I was a delivery driver for a couple different companies out here in Arizona. I delivered office supplies, I delivered toner, ink, all that stuff to um
DiGiorno.
like government agencies. All the printer toner shit. Like there was one or two companies that had all the contracts and it was I worked for one of the
Mr.
companies.
Xerox. Yep.
And I also worked for another company called Physician Sales and Services. And at that time, I was you're dropping off all their shit or whatever. But it was you got a book, dude, and you found the shit you were looking for, and bam, yeah. And then you'd have to find it in
Bam.
the grid and all this shit. And luckily for me, like most of the places that I was delivering were already like commercial properties and or businesses, so they were on main streets. You get if imagine trying to find some of these houses though that people live at these days and not having
Teeny tiny.
GPS.
Yep. It'd be insane.
Well, especially for some of you
To
cats who service in rural areas. I mean, I'm in a metro area, dude. Like I know where everything's at, and I've been here for 47 years. It's like you don't
Morning, Mason.
they can keep building shit,
Yeah.
but I still know where they're building the new shit. But man, if
Yeah.
somebody told me, oh, like if I lived in a rural ass area and they're like, uh, on the fifth right, turn here and then take a left at the dead cow and at the bent tree you go right.
That's exactly how it used to be. Exactly. Do, do,
Indeed.
do, 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 do. Morning, Mason. Morning, Katrine. It's my neighbor. I'm going to mute for a sec. My neighbor's mowing his grass. Actually, let's see how that beautiful weather up in Amsterdam.
Morning, boys and girls around the world. It's 60 Fahrenheit here. It's cooler. It's rainy. It's gray. It's a bit gray. I did some jobs this morning, but I have to bring my car to the garage. New tires. So now I hope you're all well. I hope you all have a very, very nice, huge convention. It's going to be hot in Orlando, hot in the city. I wish you all a very nice day and a nice show. I'm going to watch the show. I have time. See you later, guys. Ciao.
Ciao ciao. So
Harlem.
I just remembered
Hot.
I gotta take out my trash bins. I'm gonna put it on
Go ahead.
mute.
I'll explain Christmas lights.
Dude. So my
Go for it.
dogs go crazy, so I'm gonna put it on mute because when I move the trash cans, they go nuts. So I'm gonna throw you guys on mute, but I'll be right.
Throw it. Throw it. All right, ladies and gentlemen. We've got well, Matt was going to be on today to talk about Christmas light installation, the training and stuff. I took clip of training back after the huge in I think it was 21, maybe 22. And it was great because you can watch YouTube and try to figure out how to make lights and string them and hook stuff up. But it's good to get hands-on training by professionals. So I went to the Huge. Got their hands-on training. Did a 2-day course with them. Got certified, so now I'm certifiable. But I can install lights, and I've been doing so for the last 5 years. So I just wanted to let you guys know, if you're window cleaners and you're seeing a lot of people in your area starting to sell Christmas light packages, installation, all that stuff, you guys need to consider it if you're slow in the winter and if it's even doable. If you're up in Michigan and the gutters are all frozen by December 1st, you're going to have to get them installed right after Halloween. But regardless, let's talk a little bit about Christmas lights. For those of you guys who do Christmas lights, there's 2 ways of doing it. There's the right way and the wrong way. Just kidding. There's selling the lights to the customer and trying to install. There's installing the customer's lights, and there's providing a leasing service where you provide the Christmas light display for them, where you provide the custom fit key cut light lines, for peaks, gutters, and that you'll make sure that all of their roof line and the front is illuminated for X amount of dollars. So what you really kind of need to do is just figure out how many feet you want to work with, um, and then get a pricing. So Christmas lights is kind of like windows. You just count, and then you've got a general idea. But with lights, you got to have to estimate, because you think there's 100 feet, or you measured out 100 feet. There could be 110, could be 96. It's kind of like, let's hope for the best. So as far as like estimating on lights, you just have to know your costs. So as far as like lighting for 1,000 pound or 1,000 foot reel with light bulbs and clips just for shingles or whatever, would run you maybe like I would say like $1,000 to give you 1,000 feet. So well, maybe $1,200-$1,500 would give you 1,000 feet. So you get 1,000 feet of lights, and there's other stuff you need to buy, like vampire clips, plugs, stuff like that. But essentially, you'd be paying about $1.50, $2 a foot or so, and you try to get a customer per se 100 feet to lease your lights, where you install them on their house and you maintain them, you warranty them for throughout the duration of the holiday. But you lease it to them at say $600-$700 for that 100 feet, so that's $7 a foot. So you factor that in, where your cost is $1.50 a foot. You're leasing it for 7. The next year you go back, reinstall it, maybe 6 per foot to save them some money. And it's just a reinstallation. So all the hard work of cutting it, splicing it, getting all that stuff is done in the first year. And then the work pays out year 2, 3, and 4. But there's a lot more to it. But if you guys have any questions about Christmas lights, go ahead and throw them in the comments. Yeah, Damien, that's the number 1 and number 2. Number 1, don't sell the customer Christmas lights, because we're not Home Depot. You're supposed to be providing a really good service with top of the line lights. These are mid neon, very nice warm lights, and they're a lot better than the ones you find on the shelf at Ace Hardware or Home Depot. So don't cut and sell to the customer unless you're selling them for 10, $15 a pop or a foot. Yeah, and then don't install homeowner lights. You must provide the lights, says Damien. And he's exactly right, because they can be a nightmare, a horror show, a liability, a huge pain in the ass. So just be careful on the who you're installing for, and yeah, and also be careful on those ladders. Welcome back,
That
Jason.
sounds confusing to me. But you know what you said though. Also, it scared me was know your numbers, and I fucking dude, math.
Well, the only numbers you have to know is how. If you need like 10 things. You need lights, you need shingle clips, you need a light line, so like the wire. Then you need X wire, which is a wire you can put a male and a female clip on to plug into the wall, or the house, and then to the lights, and connect lights on strings. It's like I said, it's complicated, not complicated, but you want to make sure that you're thoroughly trained and know what you're doing before you even think about going and doing this at a customer's house. Training, insurance, all that stuff's very important, and a lot of times overlooked in the industry. So people like Matt with Clippa, they provide training. That way, they get you hands on, so you know what you're doing, and can make sure you don't hurt yourself or the customer, property, and home and such. So at least putting up your lights at home is one thing, and I would suggest it if you're thinking of getting into Christmas lights and you want to know. Go ahead and buy yourself 100, 200 feet of lights, 200 light bulbs, 200 clips, and then try it out yourself. If it's something you think you can do and you feel comfortable with it, and get into it.
Well, that's the
Yeah,
process.
Jake's
That was
saying the idea of buying. Uh,
what did he say, Deeds?
Oh, well, he's saying he likes the idea of buying the lights from you, and that way they store them, and you don't need to even warehouse to look at them. But after year one, it's just installing them back, and the customer stores the lights, and that's a great thing. But a problem with that sometimes is, okay, Catherine, we'll be over at Thursday at like noon to install your lights. We'll see you then. So you get there at Thursday at noon, and Catherine is at her doctor's appointment. She forgot to leave the lights out, so you got to come back the next day, and hopefully that works out. Secondly, when Catherine buys the lights and realizes she bought the lights for $700 to $900, she gets a knock on the door from Pedro or the kid down the street saying, "I can do them for $135." She's like, "Holy crap! I'm not paying $800 this year to get them installed." And she basically shoves the lights out her back door to her little high school guy, and he puts them up for her and hope he doesn't get hurt on the ladder, etc. Um, and that's the difference between customer lights and your lights. Secondly, customer lights also, and I learned this in year one. It's like, yeah, go ahead, just get them on Amazon. I'll put them up for you. This is before I was trained or anything. And the customer went and bought the cheap Chinese bicycle dangle lights with the really thin wires that were balled up and all like copper wiring. So I had to individually like unwrap every single one, get the light lines down, and then put stupid little clips that I let her buy off Amazon. So it was a horror story. I would not wish that on my worst competitor. So a lot of times it's best to take the whole factor out of the whole mix and just tell them, we don't install lights. Or you can use the, I can take a look at your lights, but I may turn it down and just because you may need new lights, and that's where you turn that into a sale where you try to get them like, well, these are actually dangerous. Let me show you why. This is not safe. That's exposed wire. Stuff like that. It's 5 years old, 10 years old. Um, yeah, I mean, that's why, just like window cleaning, there's a lot of nuances to it. And once you immerse yourself and learn and get hands on, you can you can be a good Christmas light installer. But it takes training, practice, confidence, insurance. So, and then a little bit of money. I mean, like I said, 1,000 feet, you can do 4 homes off of that at 500 a home. You can turn that 1,000 feet into $2,000, just double your money. Then the next year when they have you come back, you can triple. Yeah, it's all math. But the first year in Christmas light installing, you're essentially providing all the lights. You're cutting for the customer's home. You're putting them up. You're taking them down. You're storing them. The next year they call you back. You can either do it at the same rate you did it. You can give them a little discount, but you show up with that box. You put up the lights again, but this time it takes you 45 minutes or 20 minutes instead of an hour and a half because you're not cutting everything and splicing it and fitting it to the house. It's all fit and customized. So year two, you look in the box, you got a little map maybe, and you follow the instructions, and 25 minutes later, you're done. On to the next house, pay the rest of the deposit. And that's part two of it, deposits. When doing Christmas lights, say if you sell a little, you sell a job, 100 feet in front of the house, $500. The customer says, okay, can you get them in the day after Thanksgiving? Like, sure, but that it's going to be a 50% deposit down now and a 50% upon installation. So they write you a check for $500. You get home, you put in the order for that customer for the stuff they need. When the date to install comes, you get ready, you just take that stuff. I mean, you'll be buying a lot of material, not just per customer, but this is if you're starting small and just not trying to complicate things or get into it too much. But you can sell a job, collect a deposit, and use that towards your supplies and stuff. Year two, when she calls back, you're not going to have to buy any supplies or anything. It's just going to be a reinstallation. So it's more labor cost for you. So it's an hour of labor, maybe. It's the same check, but no upkeep. You do have a warranty though. So for example, I have a warranty where I'll come out and fix anything as soon as possible, send a call or a text or something. So if they have a light bulb that's blinking or goes out, we got to go back out and twist it and get it back in there. So part of the fun upon installation is just triple checking everything, making sure lights are connected, tightened down, etc. So it's an interesting way to make a living, but I've met guys in my clip of training who I see at the Huge every year, and it's amazing growth that the guy's got. He was boot from a motorcycle accident at the training, but he went anyway because he needed the training, and he's running a probably $1 million business. He's got 7 employees, huge uh, light business going on, and he does pressure washing the windows. So it was really cool, really cool. So people grow, and it's the training that gave him the confidence for it, and he's killing it.
Well, like Deed
Morning,
says,
Corey.
he He who holds the lights holds the power.
So you must
I
learn. I mean,
have the
you guys have probably missed.
power.
Oh.
So
So
yeah,
I
that's
mean,
basically the
Christmas lights are
concept on
hot
what
now.
it is that I wanted to do. I was gonna at least buy enough to do my house, see how I like it, see what the looks
Yep.
like. Go that route. Um,
Yep.
I'd also like to try.
N-
When I come home from the convention, I'm gonna talk to a couple of people local. My really good clients, see if they would like to be beta testers on this little experiment and see how it goes.
Well, good luck. But I will warn you, just like Damien, you'll get that customer said, "Oh, you do Christmas lights? I've got 2 boxes of them in the garage. Can you put them
Yeah,
up?
I'm
How
not
much?"
fucking with
And you're
anything
just gonna be like,
pre-existing. I already did
"Don't
that
fuck with."
before. I
And
did and then I had
good.
a client who had me go buy everything from Home Depot, and that was fine too. But like,
Sure.
I just this is 4 or 5 years ago, and I did
You
everything.
want it to be easy.
Yeah, and then afterwards, my back was killing me for days. And I'm 4 years older, and my back is even worse now. So why? Um, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like it's not like it's gonna make things any better. So
Yeah.
Billy just sent me a message. He got there right on time. I love you, brother. Way to go. I'm sure you're not watching or
Awesome.
listening, but thank you. He was stressed, and of course, he's still 4 minutes early. That's the kind of guy he is. Like I was telling you before we went on air, that dude is like never late. Uh, Billy, I love you, bro. Way to go. Uh, Nothing like working with somebody
Killing it.
that you care about and care for, and it's a good feeling. Wow, Sorbo's really well
Yeah.
represented this morning. Holy shit,
Do what?
looking good.
So you're
So
breaking
I
up.
got a big church job tomorrow that we're doing. I don't have my bucket out, and I know we're talking Christmas lights, but let's talk some tools for a second.
Tool time.
Went out and got me the 22.
Let's
I
do
am
it.
really looking forward to trying this bad boy out.
That's sick.
Make
Yeah, I
them
like it.
make them say, a bunch of the little replacement pads. You know,
Nice.
you know.
The good stuff. Extra scrub dub dubbing.
So I got some more rubbers too because change your rubber. And because I ordered some like last week from Tyler, and I accidentally ordered a 16, and I don't even use the 16. So now I'm sitting on a 12 pack of
I think,
16s.
I think Matthews. It's Mike Matthews is going to be at the convention. I think he does. He rocks 14s.
Yeah,
Oh,
I mean, I rock 14s too. I just got two new 14s. I got two new 14-inch channels, like two,
cool.
3 weeks ago. But that 16 is just a hair shorter. I was always 18. I'm sure I'm like 99% positive I have a 16 floating around somewhere. I just have to find it. Fun fact. So the other day, Marisa and I were getting into the back of the Kia. We're emptying stuff out. The season is upon us for soccer. Time to start doing all that shit in the car. Uh, we're unloading, and the Kia has like this space where you can pop off the back piece, and then there's like a little storage space underneath. I popped up the piece, and inside was a bunch of Sorbo shit, a bunch of sneakers from when I went to Denver in the beginning of the summer. So I found a bunch of
Wow.
gear that I had misplaced, and it was all in my
My
wife,
wife.
who's in the
Right.
telly. So yeah, man,
Oh,
I was
well,
like,
that's a
all
good
right,
thing.
sweet. Found a couple handles, a couple channels, some of my favorites, some of my
Happy
daily bangers.
birthday.
Well, I was wondering where the hell they were. So today I'm actually
Hmm.
going to go clean out the back of my truck, or try to organize. We have that big job tomorrow, so I'd like to look like I'm at least clean and professional
No. Yeah.
and organized. Maybe empty some of the non-alcohol beer cans out of the back of the truck.
Always a
Looking like
good. Always a good.
looking like a
Yeah.
dub T motherfucker.
Yeah. We're not in high school anymore. But
Oh, listen
Uh,
to Jake Van O. Cut him in half for an 8-inch. Yeah, I'll barely. I could do that. I could do that.
or you can cut them in
That
quarters
would
and have
again
three quarter
require
too.
some math or something. I was,
Carry the one
carry the
September.
one.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
Oh, where's the middle of the rubber? I don't know. The middle of the rubber. But yeah,
so
dogs
what's
look
up?
happy this morning. It's good.
Yeah, my dogs are good. This one's still limping. I sent you that video. So in the mornings, the dogs wake up all crazy, and sometimes they wake up and they just love me way too much. But I'll say this: there's nothing better than a dog's love. If you guys got
Nice.
pets, you guys got cats, turtles, whatever. Send me some
Walrus.
pet pictures. Let's see pets on parade. Show me
Yes.
your furry
Adorable,
friends.
adorable, cute, furry friends. There was a lady. I'm an asshole, but there was a lady at Margaritaville. I get on the elevator. She pops on with like a little Pomeranian poodle thing with a service dog, and the dog's sitting there sneezing like on the elevator. And yeah, I'm very skeptical about service dogs sometimes because I mean a lot of them aren't really service dogs. I mean, people like Jeff Likes has a service dog,
Yeah,
definitely medicate. It's a good thing. But this
Mikey is
lady,
awesome.
yeah, had all these, yeah. So anyway, I said, oh, now I know why my daughter is sneezing on this floor, and got off the elevator. She was like, "Ah, how dare you speak about Pookie like that? You know, people are strange, but
People
he's a
are
cute dog.
strange.
People are strange. Yeah, my daughter was sneezing her ass off. At like 10 o'clock, we had to go to Walmart and buy some Benadryl. God damn it! But it's good. Everything is awesome on Wednesdays. Good morning, John Trotta.
Mr.
But
Trotta. So
Mr.
John,
Trotta,
John was
Mr.
building my
Trotta.
website like months and months and months ago. Yesterday, I get a text from the guy who had originally built my site that John reached out to months and months and months ago. The guy texts me and says, "Hey, sorry for the late reply. Do you still need me to talk to these people to John?" And I text John, and the website's already been
Any
built for
questions?
months. Yeah, and I was like, "Do you still need to talk to this dude?" And he's like, "I don't think so." And I was like, "Yeah, all right."
Hmm.
But it's weird how
Hey,
somebody can reply months later and be like,
months,
"Yeah, I'm not
many,
talking like
many months.
days." I was just like, "Okay."
That's like Samsung customer service. We'll get back to you. But yeah, at least you got it figured out. And your website's kicking it, right? I mean, it looks a lot better.
Yeah, it looks
Are you
sharp.
getting hit
It's fun. Gets to the point. So yeah,
right to the point?
it's sharp.
Excellent. And
Yeah.
yeah. So, what's on the agenda for this week? Anything fun? I've got a house wash this morning, so I'll be throwing bleach at a house and smiling about it. I'm gonna bring my window gear because she's got French panes everywhere, so I'm gonna try and upsell her and just walking around and squishing those windows really nice like. But yeah, that's about it for today. I know Houston or I know Phoenix is always like 110. I'm looking at a hummingbird right now, but we're gonna hit like 101, 100 all week long. So it's like our forecast is like binary, like 10, 10, 11, 10, 10. It's pretty funny if you like hot humidity and shit.
Yeah,
But
we're at 111, 112, 100, 111, 112.
yeah, yours is binary but ones. That
Yeah,
sucks.
it's very warm. I don't even know what we're at right now. It's toasty though. I'm sweating. I keep having to turn the fan off and on because I it's sometimes hard to hear you. Um,
Sure.
but
It's beautiful here.
it's
We got 80 degrees, a few birds chirping. I'm not in direct sunlight yet, but
80
I bet
degrees.
it's
I tell that bitch, please raise up off these NUTs for you gets none of these at ease. Did you
yeah.
take you had
Show
a
us the
hummingbird?
thermometer. Yeah, there's a
I don't have
hummingbird
a
in the back.
thermometer.
I've got purple flowers back there. He's enjoying them.
We got a hummingbird feeder there and one up there too.
Nice,
I like I
beasties.
like hummingbirds.
They're so sweet. I like when they fight and get all pissed off.
We have a
Get all
pregnant one over somewhere hanging out in the trees.
You got her pregnant. Little tiny hummingbirds. How do you know
Little
she's
pecker.
pregnant? It didn't pull out.
I've never seen a hummingbird that fat before. Oh my god, this shed is a
Oh yeah,
disaster.
disaster. I
Oh,
found a hummingbird nest in the wild once when I was a kid, maybe 14. It was in a little bush, and it's really neat. It fits in the palm of your hand. There were no eggs, but it was the tiniest goddamn thing I've ever seen.
that's
It
cool.
was neat. Yeah. So they're out there in
Um,
the wild, but they like bushes.
They like bushes. Our old cat caught a hummingbird one time, and I was like, "How the hell did a kitty cat catch a hummingbird?" I don't know
I
how
don't know.
she did it.
Mr. Miyagi caught a fly with chopsticks. I don't know how he did it, but enough time.
Cinema magic,
Yeah. But
cinema magic.
cinema
So
man. Well,
yeah,
no,
you're
I
gonna
think
go
he
do
really
a
did it.
house wash.
His
I'm gonna go
face.
clean my truck. I'm gonna try to get it presentable. I'm gonna have all of my tools organized and ready for that gig
That's the spirit.
tomorrow. I put in so yesterday. I didn't even bring this up. I 2 days ago I put in a bid on a big property. I'm negotiating some price with that dude right now. And then hopefully land that gig. And let's see. Yeah, tomorrow's the church. Yeah, man, just plugging away, plugging away, plugging away. But if we get that other job, it'll be some soft wash of concrete. It'll be, he actually wants me to soft do his grill. He wants me to soft wash or like spray down his turf. And then we'll do all windows inside and out. And he's got a bunch of 6x6 cutouts and some 8-piece door, like French, you know what I mean? Big square or rectangles, French doors. So
Yep.
there's like 20, 27 6x6s, and then 13 of those big doors. So we racked up a nice little total for him. But he was kind of like what, like I gave him the number, and yeah, the price wasn't necessarily, I wasn't sure if he was biting on it. And then he texted me back. Then yesterday, I'm driving on the freeway and there's a huge accident. So I'm just like standing there. And my truck's been acting up a little bit lately. So earlier in the day, I went to the store. I just left my truck running because I'm like, I'm not going to turn this motherfucker off because if I turn it off, it might not start again because that's happened a couple times in the last 10 days or so. So
Hmm.
I'm sitting on the freeway and I'm stuck. There it's bumper to bumper. There's nowhere to go except for to the right. And the right is actually my exit, right?
Right.
And
Right.
it's all dirt and all this and that. And I didn't want to be a jackass and do that. So I'm like patiently waiting, patiently waiting, patiently waiting. But I can feel my truck just idling and shaking.
Oh,
And yeah, then I pull over to the right and then I realize I'm being that dickhead guy and I don't want to do that. So I kind of just stop there. And then all of a sudden I can feel my car basically stop. So I pull over all the way to the like there's enough dirt road where I can pull off. And my truck just basically shuts down. So I call my mechanic and he's like, "Hey, call the tow truck guy." I call the tow truck guy. They come pick it up. I walk home. It's about almost 2 miles. So I had just cleaned I had done two solar panel gigs and then walked 2 miles in the fucking sun home yesterday.
yeah, that's good for
Fant-
you.
Fantastic day. My truck
Yeah.
got to the shop. It's a $1,200 fuel pump swap. Oy,
Oh, Dios
yikes.
míos.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Those solar panels. Did you do it all from ladder? Do you have to go on the roof action from the ground?
I prefer always on the roof if I can. That way I can see.
Sure.
And as a matter
If
of fact,
sleepable, walkable. Yeah.
I packed, everything was walkable.
Sure.
I packed everything up and then I walked away and then I looked back up and I noticed that like little fine particles of dust had settled along the top of a couple of them.
Oh yeah. Pain in the
So,
ass.
so I rolled back up there and hit them off again
Yeah. Those.
because I'm a good guy.
Yeah. Well, they look up. What I do is I pray for rain. Like hoping, like, please God, rain today and rinse off whatever could possibly be, leftover type sitting there. But yeah, that's a picture of the one I did this week. I think a few days ago.
Oh my
Uh,
god.
yeah, those are dirty or were dirty. So you got to scrub, and then that dirt. You're right, it collects at the bottom lip. But luckily, this one actually, the guy had it spaced 1 inch from each other,
Yeah.
so that the panels weren't like touching; they were actually spaced. So some of the water trickled over, so some of the dirty water. So always start at the top and go down and rinse, rinse, rinse. But that's the roof I got like almost got sickness on, the heat sickness, where I started like sweating. I'm obviously sweating, but I started like getting the chills. Like, yeah,
Yeah.
this ain't good. This is. early warning. So got to be careful on those whatever. But yesterday, after you did 2 panel cleanings and then walked, that had to suck. That scared the shit out
It
of the
is
morning
funny.
dove.
I had I was like, I'm gonna be on the roof. So I wore a cut off like one of my old ass streak free AZ shirts. So I cut off the sleeves. It's like kind of like got a cut in the neck too, like I'm
Yeah,
kind of looking a
moist.
little dub T for a second. Um but then as I'm like literally hoofing it home in my Vans and my fucking like tiny bit of coffee that I have left over, I'm thinking to myself, man, if I see this dude, if I am driving past and I see this dirty ass dude walking in my neighborhood, I'd probably think like, what the fuck is this guy doing? You know what I mean? Like, uh,
You got to carry a Starbucks cup to differentiate yourself from the homeless. So like if he ain't
yeah,
homeless, he
that's.
drinks
I
Starbucks.
figured that would keep me. I figured that
So
would make everybody think that I was normal.
yeah, cop would just keep driving by. He's good.
Hey,
He's got a Starbucks cup.
what the
But
fuck?
what the heck, dog?
Yeah, dog
But yeah,
is eating a big piece of like soil or something. Huh?
yeah, that's never a good thing. That's actually a big piece of shit. But yeah, we'll see. Craig Hensel is talking about transparency. Yeah, there's going to be a lot of guys at the huge convention. Tons, many guys who are going to be on stage and doing the breakout sessions, and a lot of them have some really great information. But just remember that a lot of the guys are selling courses, programs, AI softwares, answering services. Take everything with a grain of salt. Go there with like 3 things you want to do for yourself if you're going to the huge. Do you want to grow your business? Do you want to grow your sales? Do you want to be better in the office? Do you want to get off the truck? Find somebody who can talk about that and then go with it. I've gone with things like send Jim. I did that. Didn't really work for my business. I went with Responsibid. I did that for months, and it was never really successful for my business because I am the personal touch. I'll do the walk around. I'll sell the job with something like Responsibid. Gets them a rapid fire estimate out to the customer, but it's very cookie cutter, where it's based on home square footage or a window count, and that's great if you have techs and employees and you're really busy and you need just a bunch of jobs. But I'm more you know yeah, I overdid it sometimes. I'll go and
You're
buy stuff.
hands
So
on.
yeah. And so Jason, remember 2 years ago when that chick came up to me and I was like, whoa, I don't want your stuff. I'm not buying it.
Hey, but
And
that chick was good looking, bro, and she was trying to come hard.
she was coming all over the place. And I was like, whoa, don't come at me, bro. I'm married. And then run away. I got a girl.
Stupid.
Yeah, it's fun. Yeah. Just
Uh,
like the strippers, I'm sorry, the women of Las Vegas, the circle girls, the dominatrix.
the Black Widow.
Yeah, Black Widow chick. Like I could fit in that, but it would
I
hurt.
can still see that girl's face and her legs wrapped around Steve-O, dude. That was fucking hilarious.
Yep. Always good. Let me go back to that. But yeah, that's good times. Good
You should
times.
find that and just hit it one time shot. Just be like a quick flash.
Yep, I
That would
could
be
probably do that. I could do that here, but we'll see. Once you can go back on YouTube and then pause, and then I'd be in trouble. But Steve said his wife was cool with it. He's all good. It's good. So I think did John B get in on that? I'll have to check my photo
John
album,
B
but I
did
think he
get in
did.
on that.
Yeah.
John B
Hmm.
did get in on that.
And we will be
I think that
seeing
was
John
pretty
B.
well orchestrated by the man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Josh
J
Cronin,
Dub.
Jersey Josh. He
Yep.
was like, I'm
Let's make it
out.
happen. Yeah.
I'm out.
Ain't got time for that. Somebody's got to pay me, she says. And I'm like, fucking out of here. I'm going to get a lobster,
Dip.
but I didn't get that lobster. But yeah, so we got the huge in less than a week, dude. It's Wednesday. We'll be arriving Tuesday. A lot of guys will be there Tuesday.
Shit, we'll
Um,
be hosting the show a week from today in
a
Orlando.
week from today, yeah, we'll be sitting around, hopefully hanging with the homies. We'll be checking everything out. It looks like obviously it's a Gaylord, so it's huge, sprawling, palm trees and shit everywhere. So it should be nice. We'll have a
Yeah.
lot of fun, and it's indoor, so it'll be at least air conditioned, so that's even better.
Yay. You got some action. You got some wake up action in the background there, Deeds.
I do. I've got an airplane going. We've got actually what
Nice.
looks like cloudy skies and rain, but I think that'll all dissipate. It's going. It'll be a beautiful,
Word.
hot ass day. So,
All right. Well, I guess, you got some shit to do. I got some shit to do. We can go ahead and call it a day if you want.
sure. I found this the other day. I went to Target to do a return for my wife, and I saw this bucket. I'm like, fuck it, I'm getting that bucket. And so it's going to be my gutter bucket for August, September, and October. It's
Is
so,
it a 3 gallon or something? God damn,
it's a
dude. You
five
kidding?
gallon bucket. It was like 5 bucks from
5 gallon.
Target. 5 gallon, and this bucket hanging on my ladder or walking around or dumping shit into a trash bag. People driving by will see the red Target and go, "It's my favorite place in the world. I love Target." Oh, I wonder what he's doing. Oh, he's cleaning gutters. My husband doesn't clean my gutters. I wonder if I'm going to give that guy a call. He's funny. So get a Target stupid bucket for 5 bucks at a local Target if you do gutter cleaning, or even what's in your bucket Wednesday. I mean, there's guys who will clean, with a bucket of water, but
Ooh.
get one because it's kind of like social proofing. Your customer or people driving by will see it and say, "Man, I didn't know Target sells buckets. I better take my ass to Target today. I want to buy stuff." And they'll think about their windows that are dirty or their gutters. It'll
Hey,
be good. Yeah.
speaking of extra little fun things,
Ooh,
what's in your
yeah.
bucket? So I picked up the on-off shut-off valve for the high flow hose. I am
High
really
flow.
excited. I'm
That looks nice.
excited. Can you see my eye through there? Nope.
Yes, I
Anyways,
can.
Adam Hogan Jr. just posted a video about the high flow hose and the new zero pump. If you guys are looking for a pump, pick one up. And if you need a shutoff valve, this sucker is heavy duty.
Craig is admiring. You can admire the valve, or you can admire my head. Everybody. Craig is just asking
Uh,
about the haircut. So, yeah. Look at my hair. Look at that hair. Oh, look at it. Anyway, so yeah, Craig, I get a fade number two. Usually I got one last time, but a fade number two, and then just shorter scissors on top,
I just,
scissor on top. So
bro, the sun came
take
out and all of a sudden
10 minutes.
mosquitoes just came out and started eating me up. Fuck.
Mosquitoes, yeah, they're awake.
Yeah.
Do you have standing water anywhere in the around your facility?
Just
Like
in the
dump
little bit that's
or
in the swamp cooler.
Then
Ugh.
yeah, that probably won't do it.
No, no. All
Yeah.
right, well, let's go ahead and wrap this show up so I can go inside and either take a shower and get cleaned up or else go work some more and you go work some more. I'll go ahead and start giving some love and sending some shout outs. Let's
Shout,
do
shout,
Sorbo,
Zorro.
WCR, Zero. Thank you for all you do for our communities. Thank you for supporting Mark and I in this venture in the show. We appreciate you guys. And thanks to all the homies who popped in this morning to say good morning. Special big shout outs to my man Bill Sloan, John Magdos, all the local guys in Arizona. I don't know any other Arizona window cleaners that actually watch our show. I don't know one other
Gabe,
Arizona cleaner that has
Gabe
told
watches
me,
them
"Hey man,
trying.
I've seen your show." I don't know one other dude. But to all the other window cleaners out there in Arizona that are beating this heat, keep smashing that glass and having some fun and keep doing it and keep a
Yeah.
spare change of clothes, a spare change of underwear in your truck because Lord knows
Beat
you're
the
gonna
heat,
need
not your
it.
meat. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
beat
and
the
that's
heat,
that's
not your
good
meat.
advice. I do put an extra t-shirt or a work shirt, extra underwear, because I'll come home after a job and my shorts are soaked, like the entire top half of my underwear to a certain line is just wet and miserable. All you do in Houston is sweat. I mean, it's hot. You're
Yeah,
constantly
same in
dripping.
Arizona. Like my lower trunk sweats ridiculous profusely, and I do carry a extra pair of skivvies, an extra pair of shorts, and a pair of
Good.
swim trunks in my truck too.
Good. Oh yeah, smart. When the customer's like, I don't care if you fall in there. Like that's all you had to say. I'll be in at the end. But
Yeah,
yeah, definitely carry that. I even change my socks a lot just because sweaty ass feet does not make for a good walking around day. So every 3 hours, pop the boots off, let them breathe, change those socks.
oh
But
shit.
snap,
Tyler Blue says I'm in Tucson. I stand corrected. Yay. Oh, and I
yeah,
forgot. I meant Phoenix. Because
Phoenix.
Gabe watches the show too, and Gabe's a Tucson dude. Um Gabe's also Gabe. He doesn't count. He's a show contributor. He's all in. He's all in. Gabe counts more than that. More than that. That's not what I meant. But yeah, the I didn't realize Tyler Blue is in Tucson. That's dope. That's dope.
Cool.
Don't forget your
Right on.
fishing pole. Do you carry a fishing pole?
Oh no, I'm in Houston. There's no friggin' water, and if there's fish in the water around here, I don't want to eat it. Likely contaminated. This is we're an oil city, so a lot of pollution, et cetera, et cetera. I
You got
used to
that
fish a
three-eyed
lot.
fish from The Simpsons?
Yeah, exactly. It was delicious. No, I lived on a lake for like 20 years as a kid. Maybe not that long, but a long time. So I used to fish a lot. So that's what my kids always ask, like, Dad, can we go fishing? It's like, hell yeah, we can go fishing. I've got like 6 fishing poles and whatever. I'm just married with children. I don't have time for that, you know. So if the kids want to do it, it'd be something awesome. We live in Texas, so about 10 hours that way is Big Bend National Park. So all I've got to do is, you know, get all our camping gear or rent a cabin out there. I don't know if there's many fish in Big Bend, but there's a lot to do in the state of Texas as far as fishing, hunting, camping. But yeah, get out and see some stars one of these years. You know, Houston, too much light pollution. We went out to Margaritaville and Lake Conroe, which is like 40, 50 miles north of Houston, and it was a lot more lights, beautiful. Zero fishing pole, says Craig. I think Mike Nichols would be a good tester for that. I think he's done that. I
Yep.
wanted to take a zero pole and go saltwater fishing, but that would I would have to. Yeah, it's complicated to attach a fishing reel rod. You know, you got to buy circle O rings with the clamps. And complicated. Doable though. Doable.
Doable.
Fishing with a zero rod. That'd be cool. Um, but yeah, make it a great day, everybody. Make sure, like Frank, change your tires, get them babies changed. Change your resin if you haven't, and change your rubbers because it's about time. They're due.
Change your fuel pump.
And your fuel pump. Yeah, that shit rocks.
I hope everybody has a great day. Tune in Friday. We'll have a great show. It's gonna be a good one. Way to wrap up the week. Yeah, I'm excited. It's gonna be a great week. Take care, everybody. Make it a wacky Wednesday. And if you have any
Be
What's in
safe.
Your Bucket Wednesday photos, throw them up in the chat. Also, show me your furry friends. If you have a furry friend that brightens your day, show me your furry friends. Or show us your buckets.
I know what's in your
Show us
bucket.
something. We'll
Yeah,
talk to you
put
guys
a
soon.
furry
Catch you on
friend
the
in
flip
your
side.
bucket. All right.
Friday morning, 8:30 Eastern.
See you
Peace.
there. Bye bye.